Welcome back to the Joystick Show, where your three favorite friends from Hawaii here to talk story about comic news, pop culture, and video games. If this is your first time, mahalo for spending some time with us. I'm your co-host Drake. That's Thomas.
What up? What up?
That's Scott.
How's it?
And we want to welcome today Jasmine, an original member of our Sucker Punch improv troupe, and now Schticking It with us for this episode. Jasmine.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and today's an extremely special episode, as you can tell by most of our backgrounds. It's Merry Christmas Hana Kwanzaa.
My favorite holiday.
Yeah, it's
Melika Likimaka Ifaka.
It's a thing to say. Yeah,
It's great.
So that being said, we're gonna do things a little bit different, kind of in a kind of cool way. But why don't we kick it off, Thomas, to you?
Yeah, what are we kicking off?
We're going to kick off what we love about Christmas and I guess presents or no presents, unwrapping or not unwrapping. What is the general vibe for you?
Yeah, all the above.
Okay.
No, no, definitely presents, right? I mean, you got to have it when you're a kid. Like some of the best memories, since I don't have kids yet, some of the best memories from growing up were waking up the next morning, seeing all the presents under the tree, wondering what Santa brought you, all that was so like such good times as a kid. And yeah, I think you still got to do it. Like, obviously we're spoiled now, so there's a lot of gifts I get for myself, but at the same time, the wonder of what somebody thought you might want is still very exciting and one of the appeals for Christmas for me. Yeah. What about you guys?
I know, like growing up, we have like a really big family. So it was nice to have almost like multiple Christmases. So I thought that was just like a normal thing. And then also my great grandmother, her birthday is on Christmas. So we used to always get birthday cake. And that was like
Nice.
another thing that I thought was like a normal thing for Christmas. Until yeah, she's no longer with us, so we don't get birthday cake anymore. But
Oh,
We gotta
maybe we
bring
should
that
get it for
back
Jesus
for
or
Nana.
something, Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Just for
Jesus could still
Nana,
get one,
yeah.
though.
call it
Yeah,
Nana
it's
cake.
like
We just want birthday cake.
for the homies when you pour a drink out. We gotta take a
Yeah.
piece of cake out
Yeah,
for Nana, I think.
diabetes.
Yeah, I mean, similar. That's actually a really good answer. Definitely presents. Growing up, I mean, yeah, that's like the best thing, right? Like you wake up and you're like, I wonder what's in the thing. And especially when growing up as a gamer kid, you were always hoping you'd get like whatever the new system was or the new game
Yeah.
or whatnot. So like, even if you had like a 99% like chance of getting it, like you knew, you're like, I know I got it. Like, it didn't take any excitement away from opening it. You fuck yeah, like without swearing because I was a kid, but I was like so beyond like happy. It was great. Yeah, presents for sure. When I have kids, if and when I have kids, we'll definitely carry on that tradition.
Definitely.
Mm.
I think one of the best gifts ever, I got a Batman toy, and I think it might have been the one that George Clooney did with all the rubber nipples.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was that car.
Was it
I think
because of that?
Yeah.
Nipples?
I didn't get the
Yeah, it was
rubber
on the
nipples. I
car.
just got the car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nipples
yeah.
on the car.
Yeah.
Nipples
The
on the
car
car.
On the
was
hood.
sexy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty
You just
hot.
run your fingers over it,
Yeah.
It's like the
Yeah.
best thing.
I would
It's like
tell them,
Braille.
yeah, I was like, you're the most eligible bachelor in all of Hollywood.
Yeah.
George Clooney of cars.
Oh, sexy.
Yeah. But let's see. We also had do you guys have any favorite Christmas movies or shows that you go to every year?
Oh wait, do we have I think we have some visuals that
Do
We got
have
some visuals. Let's
go
do
along
it.
with this.
Jasmine
Oh.
Cover some of
visuals.
this stuff.
Yeah, there you go. Let's do it. So if you want to see this video, we will be
Yeah.
posting it to YouTube. Some clips of it will be going to our social media as well. So shameless plug. Follow us on the Joystick Show at Instagram or on Twitter. We have a Discord now as well. But yeah, we are firing up the YouTube. So if you want to watch us do all the craziness every week, you can check it out there.
Thanks for
There it
sticking with
is.
us.
Look at
Okay,
that.
here we go. Nice.
Yeah, we can start with holiday favorites because we were starting to answer some of those.
All right, there you
So
go.
we can click
Do it.
on holiday favorites.
Holiday favorites.
And look at that.
Wow.
Happy
Read your mind.
holidays.
You totally did. All right. So perfect. Let's start at number 1 then. And let's go with favorite holiday movie. Drake, Scott, Jazz. We'll go in
Ooh.
that order. What is your favorite holiday movies?
My favorite holiday movie is A Christmas Story. No, actually, it's The Nutcracker. Well, it's not really a movie, but
You like ballet, is what you're saying.
I like ballet. I like
Yeah.
nutcrackers. When I was born, my first Christmas, my mother bought me a nutcracker for every Christmas until I was like a certain age. I'm pretty sure it was 21. So I got a bunch of nutcrackers, and then we've been
Oh,
just
wow.
getting back into it. So I got nutcrackers everywhere, and because of the ballet slash the play slash the ice capade slash there was sort of a kind of a movie, and there's going to be one that's coming out, I believe, on Netflix or another streaming service. But it's essentially the Nutcracker comes alive, right? Because one of the tree ornaments is a princess, and then she gets stolen by the Rat King, and then the soldier Nutcracker needs to go save her or whatever. It's pretty misogynistic, but is my entire
It's a classic.
yeah.
No, I mean
yeah,
it's
classic.
cool. I remember I really liking the cartoon of that.
Yeah,
growing
it
up.
was
Yeah,
super.
that was
That's
really
right. Yeah, the cartoon was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I just remember being being scared of the mice.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they were creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They carry the plague, so it could be negative
That's
for sure.
That's why, because of disease. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Who was next? Was I next?
Yep.
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay, cool. Favorite holiday movie. It's a hard one, but I have to say it might be between two. Elf and or
The
National
Shelf.
Lampoon
Oh,
Christmas Vacation. Those are probably
Nice.
two that I really enjoy watching every holiday season.
Those are good ones.
yeah.
Yeah,
Comedy.
definitely.
Love it.
It always cracks me up when he jumps on the sled after it was like super waxed.
Yeah.
And then just like,
Yeah.
Like a
lightning
fire
breaks-
that's
Yeah, and then a
like-
fire shoots after by. Like,
It was like
okay.
so ridiculous over the top, right? And you know what's funny?
Seriously.
It's funny you bring that up because like as a kid, like I didn't fully understand his job. Like his company tests products and stuff. And like I was like, to me, I'm like, he sprayed like Pam on it. And then he went so quick. And like I was like, how? Like always, like for a bit. And then I'm just like in it. Like and then he's sliding. I'm like, all right, I forgot it. But it wasn't until later. I'm like, yeah, that's like way impossible. But as a kid, like anything's kind of impossible. I mean,
Yeah.
anything's kind of possible. But yeah, it was great.
He had a sad
Nothing like
childhood.
fire
He was
on
like,
snow. Yeah, that's like,
everything's impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every year I watch it too, it gets more and more ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
because the special effects look worse and worse, which also adds to its charm.
Yes.
And then it just gets more and more ridiculous. So yeah, I do love that scene. I'm glad to know. Even at this age, I had no idea what he did. So you just like taught me something about that movie. I was like,
Oh,
he
yeah,
wanted
he
yeah.
a
was a
pool,
product tester.
know?
That's right. Yeah. Definitely. What about you, Jess?
Well, I do love National Lampoon Christmas Vacation, but I think Jingle All the Way is probably one of my
Oh.
favorites.
Oh, crap, that's a good one,
Because
too.
I just keep rewatching it and I can still laugh out loud.
Mhm.
And I think I know like too many lines from that movie. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Definitely.
pretty sure I like annoyed the crap out of my husband because I was just like quoting every single
Were
line.
you like, I'm Turbo Man?
Oh yes, all the
Get to
time.
the
Even when he's
chopper.
like rapping, he's like, oh yeah, like it's just yeah, it's super.
or the put the
Like-
cookie down. Wow.
yeah, it's just. I mean, that movie's just hilarious.
It is.
I think
it's
it's
classic.
like it's only like 19% on Rotten Tomatoes though.
Yeah, Rotten
I'm
Tomatoes
like-
doesn't know shit. That
Yeah,
they're way
exactly.
wrong.
What's funny is a lot of movies like we all grew up loving. Like if sometimes I'll catch a glimpse of like the rating on it, I'm like, supposedly it's really bad, but like everyone we know our age loved it.
Right.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you can't trust it. Can't trust them
No.
ratings.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
guys nailed all the top ones, I think. Yeah, and I agree. Like I feel like all those movies are classics and they're amazing in their own right. God, now I feel like I have to say something else just to be original, but I'm gonna throw in Love Actually.
Oh,
Like,
that one's good.
yeah, I know it's so cheesy, but it's got Liam Neeson in it. It's got Professor Snape. There's the guy from well, he was just a kid in it.
Colin
But
Firth. Oh,
Is he in it? Yeah, he is.
Colin
He
Firth's
is.
in it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in it. Yeah, he's the
Basically
writer.
everybody is.
Exactly. Yeah, every like amazing British actor except
Right.
for Daniel Radcliffe because he was a baby,
Yeah.
was in it.
He was probably
And
in it, like in the background or something.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
baby.
yeah, he was an extra.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. But yeah, it's I don't know. I feel like that's a go-to. It's a classic. It's something that Christina always wants to watch. So, I like it. It's cheesy, and the
It's
kid
those
learns
feel-good
drums.
movies.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, you
Yeah.
just feel good watching it. It's all the different ways Christmas invites love into your life.
Mhm.
So,
Yep. All kinds of
Although-
love. What?
although the guy from The Walking Dead, Rick Grimes, he's kind of a little pervy in it.
He's a creep.
He's a creep. He like videotapes. What's the girl from Pirates of the Caribbean?
Keira Knightley.
Yeah,
Keira
Keira
Knightley. Yeah, he videos her at her wedding and only her, and then comes to the door after she's married his best friend, and then he does the whole like paper "I love you" thing.
Right.
He has like all the different cards that says all the ways he
When
feels
he's
about
telling
her.
her to like be quiet so that way she just reads.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
this is him who
Yeah.
did that?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it Christmas without a creep though?
I guess I mean
Is
Santa
it?
sees you when you're sleeping, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
he knows when
you
you're
know,
awake.
like-
Yeah. He knows when you've been bad or good, so you better give him a cookie
He's got a naughty list. You know what I mean?
in all the different kinds of ways. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
we
what's the
just
next
took, like
topic?
a love story, and then, yeah, we
What's
just
the
like
next
ruined
topic?
it.
I was just thinking about the original Santa Claus movie with Tim Allen, and then that one
Oh,
like
yeah.
Asian looking elf that I loved back in the day.
Mm-hmm. So they brought him hot cocoa or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, dude.
He's like, it
yeah.
took me like how many years to get
Yeah.
it right? I forget, like hundreds
Dude,
of years.
I love-
1,200 years.
1200
Yeah,
years. to
I
get
love
it
the
right.
saying, tinsel, not just for decoration.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
one of my
cool,
favorite
those
scenes.
freaking
Their
cool
weapons,
elves.
Yeah.
yeah,
With jetpacks.
With
I thought they were so
jetpacks,
cool.
man.
That was a
Dude,
great movie.
actually, all the main Christmas stories in the 90s that were like kind of new to us, somebody had a jetpack. Turbo
Oh,
Man,
that's true.
the elves. I'm not going to name any more, but they had them.
But there was a
They were
lot.
there.
Don't look too much into it, but they had it, right? They were,
Yeah, We're right on. So the next one was favorite song, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. Do you guys have one?
yeah.
Well, you
You
guys
gotta
started
have like
then.
the ones that just like kind of stick in your head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Mariah Carey, and for Love Actually, I'm just gonna continue on. Geez, this is gonna make me look like the sappiest dude ever. But that little kid's version at the end of Love Actually, the All I Want for Christmas version, so good. I love that version of that
Oh,
song.
okay.
That one's amazing. Yeah. What about you guys?
Oh, I was thinking that kid grows up and he's in the Maze Runner, huh? That guy.
That guy. Yep. That's
Yeah,
exactly the one I
yeah,
was
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about before somebody said something else and I got derailed.
Derailed. To be honest, Mariah Carey is the only one that I can like really, really remember because she puts so much emotion. It's been so like it's just so beautiful. But to be honest, when we were in elementary and when we were into like middle school, like Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright, and then that kind of stuck in my head. I would say that's probably the most memorable one for me, aside from Mariah Carey's version.
Mm.
All
Mhm.
right. Yep. Scott.
I think I like a lot of those Christmas classics, like all those like I'll Be Home for Christmas, all those like Dean Martin, all those ones. But I do like Run Rudolph Run by Chuck Berry. It's like always fun.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Oh,
good
was
one.
it the Run Rudolph?
Yeah, Santa's
Right.
gonna make it to town. It's got like this bluesy feel to it. It's like upbeat and stuff. Like I always like really enjoy when it's on. So probably that one.
Right on. Jazz.
In Sync. Merry Christmas.
Ooh,
Happy
there you go.
holidays.
I was
Oh,
waiting.
love that
Happy
song.
holidays.
It was like one of my
Merry
favorites.
Christmas.
Still is.
Oh,
That
it's so
is good. I gotta say, yeah, that is good actually. It's fucking
Would
any NSYNC song, like actually when it comes on, maybe because I'm gonna blame my sisters, that I knew so many of them. You hear that, Jazz? It's your fault. So when they come on though, I can't help but sing along. Like happy. Like you like NSYNC? I'm like, I know this song.
It's catchy.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
catchy.
Super
It's
good.
Justin Timberlake, JC Chazet. Do you consider Carol of the Bells a song or more of just like music notes? I guess there's lyrics in there.
Come again? I don't
I
even know
mean,
what
if
that
it's music,
is.
it's
It's like
song. I
have no
Carol of the
idea what
Bells is
that
like
is.
I'm gonna ruin it.
Dum,
Dum 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 dum. Ding fries are
Oh.
done. Ding fries are done. That one?
Oh yeah.
that
Yeah,
one's
it's
a
a
good one too,
song.
yeah.
I mean,
It's a song. I
music,
think
it's a
there's
song.
lyrics to
Isn't
it.
there lyrics
Yeah.
in it? Yeah.
I think
I'm
so.
pretty sure there's
It's
lyrics. I
like in
remember.
Home Alone.
Oh yeah, it's in Home Alone. It's in Harry
Mhm.
Potter. I think Family Guy did a
It's in
rendition
Harry
of it.
Potter.
Yeah, they do. With the frogs.
Oh God,
The
that's
Simpsons did a
why. That's
rendition
why I don't
of
know
it too,
that.
I believe. Do
Mhm.
you want an apple pie with that?
Yeah, I
You
That was
remember
a
that
Simpsons?
one.
with that? Yeah, that was a good
Homer.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What was the next round of topics? It's hard being not being able to like control it here. So let's see where are we at. Favorite holiday tradition, right? So let's see. Do you guys?
Ooh,
I mean, we already talked about Christmas birthday cake. Any
That's-
other Christmas traditions that you guys have that pop up?
traditions. I think for sure trees and stockings, regardless of like food and stuff like that, because I that kind of varied, but like there was always kind of a tree, there was always a stocking, even if well, my mom was a single parent, so she kind of tried her best to make sure that there was that atmosphere and that environment.
Mhm.
And regardless of where we were, how big the house were, how small the house was, we always had at least a stocking for either of us and a tree, fake or real. So thank you, Mom.
Aw, Nice.
That's awesome. That's a good answer.
Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, I can't think of anything specifically. So Scott, Jazz, you guys have anything else besides birthday cake?
Cake.
I mean, I know that like as a family, we still decorate our mom's tree together. And it tends to be like right
Aw.
after Thanksgiving.
I saw that
Mhm.
Instagram
So
post.
Yeah, I
yeah.
saw that
Yeah.
video. Totes
So
adorbs.
we yeah, we still do that. We used to do the Santa photos, and then what was it? Santa made like a comment to you, Scott, right?
Yeah, one time, Santa was like, "What do you want for Christmas?" And I was like, "Oh, I want an electric guitar." And he's like, "Get a job."
It was
I
Step
was
Santa.
I was
To be
like,
fair,
okay.
you were like 25, right?
I was like, but you asked, bro. So like, yeah, I know I need a job, right?
That's
Jeez.
funny though that he was
Yeah,
like,
was-
"Get a
it
It made me
job,
laugh.
dude."
That was so funny. And then it made us all like, we should stop taking pictures of Santa.
Yeah.
I think we
yeah.
after a point we were doing it for our mom because like it was something she'd like put up every year and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I got to a point where we're like, we're doing this for you. And she's like, you don't need to do that anymore. And then we're like, we were all just doing it for each other, I guess.
Yeah.
And then we stopped. Yeah.
Uh,
So that's funny. But we just went recently. Michelle's youngin,
mhm.
her son Josh took his first picture with Santa, and he was chill as a cucumber. Like two
Huh?
kids before him were like crying bloody murder, and he was just like not smiling, not crying, just like just whatever. Like it was funny. So yeah, that was cool.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Then we
that's-
bombed the picture.
That's true. Like I don't remember ever crying seeing Santa, but the Easter Bunny. Whenever my mom would take me to like do pictures with the Easter Bunny, I think I cried every time. Like there's a bunny should not be that tall and that
It's
big.
creepy looking.
Five Nights at
Yeah, it's mad
Freddy's.
creepy. Exactly.
Yeah.
Here on Beast Paraders, we're gonna talk about this one. No, I'm sorry.
Beast
Um,
Paraders.
All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to explain that one now, but
That's fine. No, that's good.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
Easter Bunny is kind of terrifying though, right? Like, because he's not quite like he's not a mascot or Chuck E. Cheese, you know, like that sort of thing. You're like, why? What's this? What's this? Like, you can't make the bunny look cuter. Like,
Right.
you can make a mascot head cuter. Like, they're not trying. They're like, I feel like they're like, we got to make it a little creepy. Like, why? They should make it
Yeah.
anime looking. Like, it would look cute always.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Anime bunny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're surprised. You think in Hawaii, where we have so much Asian influence, that would have
Oh,
been the
that's
thing.
right.
But yeah, no, yeah, they just want to make it creepy as hell.
Yeah.
Huh.
Nice.
It's okay.
Yeah. Any other traditions you guys? I'm not trying to think. Where's this? Our Christmases were pretty normal, I guess. Like nothing too crazy. That
Well, you
stood
guys
out.
didn't really. You guys woke up, opened the gifts when everybody was there quite
Mhm.
consistently.
Yeah.
And you made sure that everybody was up and ready to go during that time. And
Yeah,
it
so
was
pretty regular.
Any
Yeah, pretty
food-
regular.
These are pretty boring. Yeah.
Any like
I
certain
mean-
food you guys got to have or something during that time?
Oh, that's a good. We used to deep fry turkey. And I know we used to do that after Thanksgiving, but it was like we'd have 2 holidays in a row where we'd get deep fried turkey. That was so good.
I think I had that once at your place, and that was really good.
yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
Your dad would inject the turkey with all kinds of juices.
Yeah. Any other foods for you guys though? Nothing else is like coming
I feel
up.
like ours was
Sashimi.
prime
Rum
rib.
cake.
Ooh, sashimi.
Rum,
Yeah.
big rum cake.
Rum cake. Oh my god, my mom makes this
Oh,
rum
rum
cake.
cake. That's right. I
It
love
was
that rum
good.
cake.
Oh good.
Like
Yeah.
I'd
crack.
we'd like bring it to school or like whatever, and they're like, teachers would try. We're like, can you guys eat this? Like, just rum in this. Like,
And it was strong. I remember one
It
time it
was
was like
so
extra rummy, and I was like, whoa, I think I'm getting a little turn off this cake.
it's fun. And there's like as much rum cake I ate as a kid, I didn't really start drinking until like way later. So maybe that kept me in line. It gave me my fix.
You know your mom's listening. Is your mom listening right now? Let's be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah. I really started drinking.
Yeah,
So I was
Ma.
like way past 21.
I was
Here's to
35.
you,
I'm like not
Ma.
even 35. Like,
Can't wait to have my first drink.
Hey-o.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's just everything together. And you're right. In Hawaii, you get some of the sushi, you get sashimi, you get like we'd have crab legs sometimes. All that stuff is just so
Yeah.
bomb. It's like the mixture of everything.
yeah, we'd have
Yep,
kimchi
yep.
for sure, or
Kimchi.
tteokbokki
Oh
sometimes.
yes,
Tegu.
right on. So let's see. What is the next thing up for us?
Tegu and hot rice. I could eat that all day.
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
we got?
Let's see. So we got
We
if
talked about your rubber nipple car. So
we talked about. Yep, that's
Yeah.
right. So the favorite present you got as a kid. That was one of them. I had the Green Ranger sword flute thing.
Oh, nice.
Yep, I had that. That was a pretty awesome one. One year I did get all the Power Rangers that put the Megazord together. That was pretty sweet.
That's
Yeah.
sick, dude.
That was so cool. I think those are some of the best ones though. And you heard about the rubber nipple car. So yeah. Anything stands out to you guys?
Yeah. I got I think when I got the Sega, I
Sega!
flipped my shit. When we got the Sega Genesis, I remember flipped my shit. And then I guess any console really was like crazy. Like because then it was just one of those things like because my mom's single mom too, and like she like yours, Drake, like it's not like we like had a ton, but like she always made a point to make Christmas special. And there's times where I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna get it. It's kind of asking too much. And then when I get it, I'm like, holy fuck, super grateful. I treat all my electronics like super good to this day. I
Share
think
with
because of that.
Damn.
And then my little brother was like a little more like, this game's angering me, and like throws it. And I'm like, what's your problem, bro? Like, respect your things. Like,
It's like
yeah,
that meme we put up with the Iron Giant, like poking it. It's like when you throw your controller on the ground and then you instantly regret it after. You're like,
Oh,
Yes.
oh,
Do you
And I
guys
never
remember-
did that. I would like punch a pillow before I threw my controller. Like, 'cause I hate broken controllers. They suck.
Oh man, I think Scott was there at one time. Like, I think we were
Shout out to
playing Halo.
Bill.
Yep.
Shout out to Billy Craig.
And
I know where this is going.
Yeah, dude. Your dad was like, "Fuck," and then he
So
just
funny.
slams the Xbox controller straight into the ground. It cracks open. I'm like, "Oh man."
No, but you know what's funny is
Love you,
like
Dad.
Drake wasn't there for that. So Thomas, I think, was beating him in the game, and then that happened. And then I was just watching like the game. It'd get heated. That happened, and you're like, "Cool, wasn't even my controller." And he's like, "Good, give him one of yours." And then that was the end of that. And I was like, "Oh!"
Yeah.
And then Drake came in and was like, "What happened to my controller?" I was like, "You got this, Tom." Take that.
Oh, it was a good
Yeah.
time.
But
good
that was,
times.
I mean, you okay? Well, I think we talked about this in the past. Tom was like annoyingly good at Halo, so
Yeah, super.
that's
super good.
how good he was. It was really annoying.
His dad would break controllers randomly because he was so good at Halo.
Well, can you imagine? Okay, so put yourself in his shoes. You're like good at games, and then you have a kid, and he starts beating you at games. You're like, "Fuck you, dude! Like I've been playing games longer than you. Like,
Yeah.
how are you beating me?" That's got to be frustrating.
I know. Can't wait to have kids.
A lot
You're
of
gonna
broken
unplug his
controllers.
controller and shit.
Yeah.
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 Go to bed.
I know.
Um,
Bed.
Force him to go to sleep, and then I practice for 2 hours after.
Right.
That's definitely what's happening.
Yeah.
And you have work in the morning. I gotta beat him. He's 5. Look at you
It's okay.
yourself.
There was so my dad had he's been with his special person, not my mom, Nanette, for like a super long time. And she at one point in time, I think it was Christmas, she's like asked me what I wanted, and this is kind of the first time we didn't really hit it off at first due to a variety amount of reasons, but I'm older now, so I have less disdain. But
Mhm.
this gift I think stood out the most just because I don't know, I had it for a long time. It was a super cool thing. It was a Optimus Prime transformer that was like orange and gunmetal gray that transformed, I believe, into the Beast Wars one, but it was like almost 12 inches tall. And I had it for an elongated period of time, almost like, I want to say until like 2018, 2020, until like I started getting rid of some toys just because I wasn't physically playing with them.
Yeah.
But that was memorable only because like that kind of brought us a little bit closer. And usually you don't hear that kind of stories with individuals who would be like your step parents, but that was nice
Mhm.
for us then.
That's cool. Maybe that's why you like Beast Wars so much too, huh? You're pretty pumped when
Maybe.
that trailer dropped.
Yeah, dude, I like me some Beast Wars.
Beast Wars.
We'll talk more about it when we get into
Nice.
Beast parading, but
What about you, Jazz? You have a favorite gift?
Yeah, but it's like totally different than some of the stuff that you guys have said. I mean, I guess it's appropriate to like the NSYNC
We can
thing,
say like a
but
family. Oh,
no,
okay.
I got no, I got the Britney Spears CD, the first one, and I remember being so
Nice.
excited because I also got a CD player, like the little
Ooh,
portable CD player.
That's
yup.
legit.
Oh man, I was so freaking excited for it, like back when we had to carry like a CD case and stuff.
Yeah.
But that was like my first CD and I
Wow.
loved it.
You know what?
So,
That is a big deal though, because like that's like the first time you can like kind of like if you don't have a room to go to or whatnot, like
Yeah.
because we had a big shared space, you could like pop in a CD, close your eyes, and like just zone out in your own
Yup.
space. Like
Yup.
just dive into a CD. Like that's actually pretty, yeah, that's a pretty big thing.
Man, it's crazy now because we have MP3s and we have Spotify and all these things, and like
Right.
thinking about how you just held it in your hand and it was skip proof.
yeah,
Skip proof. Yep.
make those
Yep.
mix CDs so you could
Oh
have
yeah.
like,
Heck yeah. And you knew like what song was number like 13 on it.
right.
You're
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this
exactly.
CD holds like 20 songs. Like you're like, whoa, how? You're like, don't worry about it. Like, yeah. it's
Yeah.
know.
Just wait.
Oh, man.
We'll get to the 13 soon enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
you
skip ahead.
stole.
No, we
Yeah.
gotta just sit here and get through it. Just wait.
It's a
It's only
journey.
only 12
Yeah.
songs to go to get there. It really builds up to it. Okay, you just gotta
Yeah.
sit through it.
I built this purposely so you would take this journey this way. Okay. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
do people do that with like their playlist now? I would assume so, right? I mean, I know
Yeah.
I do that. I'm like, it's got to be in this like sequence.
Yeah.
yeah, I enjoy that for sure.
And
Sometimes you
can
only
contr-
like a certain amount of songs.
well,
honestly.
you can control the tempo and the mood too. Like
Right.
if you know something's coming on, you like give yourself a little winky face, set the mood, make it pumped. You can do like your weightlifting mix or like your slow jams for your bedtime tussles.
Exactly. That's
Yup.
exactly it.
Or rain sounds.
That too. Just mix
Best
it in
of.
there.
Rain Sounds 2022.
Yeah, so 2022 rain sounds.
White noise.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Wait for the next one, okay?
Yeah.
The drop is insane.
Oh.
It reminds me of the cat from Lightyear.
I
That
love
cat
that cat.
Sucks. Ah, man. Didn't we talk about it ad nauseum? Like they should why haven't they made that a thing already? Just make that a thing. You have the robotics there, make it expensive, program it with AI that we're already putting a lot of things into it because we're doing a lot of AI picture situations.
Mm-hmm.
Like just make it real. Make it
Agree.
real, sell it. We'll all have animatronic cats and real cats. It'll be
For
fun.
sure. Well, speaking of that, like a robot cat, like so if you had no budget, what would you want? Like what would you get? If you had
Oh.
no budget. for a
Christmas wise, you
gift?
mean?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus
Ooh,
Christ.
that's
What
a
would
good
you
question.
self-gift yourself?
Self-gift myself.
And we can't give it to anybody else, right? It has to be
Just
for
like,
us.
yeah, what would you want? Like, there's
Yeah.
no budget.
The gift of teleportation.
There you go.
Doesn't matter how many puppies I have to sacrifice.
Nope.
Inside joke. You'll have to go back to that
Call
episode.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good question, though.
That is a great question.
I always wanted. Remember Blank Check?
Yeah.
Remember
Richie
he buys
Rich?
that
Great.
mansion,
That
and then
mansion. Yeah.
he just
With
has
the
like a video
slide.
game room, which is
Yeah.
like a wall is just like a TV. That would
Yeah.
be pretty cool. I would want something like that, but maybe like VR, like a giant VR gaming room.
Oh,
Yep.
that'd be sick. Okay. Specifically
That'd be
that.
super tight.
Nice.
I think. Oh man, I definitely want to integrate my house to be a little bit more like eco-friendly, like sustainability wise. But aside from that, like cool shit, um, it'd be very interesting to like, I don't know if you've ever heard of like solar punk. It's like steampunk, but like everything's integrated into like nature. So instead of like your skyscrapers made out of metal, it's like a huge redwood that they, that's fucking ancient, and then they've carved into it, and then it's essentially like an office building, like that kind of stuff. If that was real,
Oh, like
and I had the
Avatar?
money to, yeah, like Avatar, but modern Avatar, not like
That's pretty
there's,
sick.
yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
It'd be
Cool.
expensive. That's why this
That'd be like a
infinite money.
long-term dream.
Whatever you
too.
want.
Yeah, that's true. Whatever I
That
want.
tree's
Yeah.
got to get big.
Yup.
Nice. Shoot, I don't know.
Scott,
Mine's
Jazz?
that cool.
I think I would just want like access to like a private jet, to just go wherever the hell I want to go. Like
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
it. I think just being like, stuck on the island, it's kind of hard to travel.
You can invest into our
That's right.
teleportation scheme.
Oh yes, puppies. I've got them.
Yeah.
It'll be
Well,
worth
there
it.
you go.
Yeah.
Look at that. No budget, guys. No budget.
So
No
no
budget.
budget. I think I'd buy all the puppies in the world. You know why?
You know.
You know why, bro. I'm going places. I would
Literally.
probably on like a smaller scale, but like no budget way, build like a man cave in the house that like is like studio / gaming / like
Yes.
whatever, like
Uh-huh.
full everything to the works. Like that would be really cool. They would do podcast stuff, music stuff, game, and just like my own little getaway.
Yeah.
Not that I need
Yeah.
to get away, but
I mean, you'd be able to have a basement in Hawaii,
You
which is,
could.
I believe, is illegal.
So there you go. Legal advice from
but
Drake.
the only way to get to it, you gotta bring a puppy, bro. You know what I'm talking about.
Ew.
This guy knows.
He
I
knows.
know.
Puppies.
Right on.
All right.
Nice. Next topic.
Next topic: robots in disguise.
Oh, this is a good one. This is one that Drake was mentioning. So if any other animal could pull Santa's sleigh, what would replace reindeer?
Oh yeah.
Dude, I got it.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah.
I
what's
want-
up, dude?
Either rhinos or hippos.
Okay.
That'd be pretty sick, actually.
Do we assume that they can fly? Is that what we're
Yeah.
I mean, they would. Yeah, of course, they would have.
They
to,
better-
right?
Oh yeah, I guess yeah.
What would be the point in that? Like, just
Yeah, okay,
regular
yeah.
ass rhinos.
So whatever the animal is, they're magic, right?
Okay,
So
yeah,
they're
yeah,
not
yeah.
questioning why
They're
they're there.
that animal with magic.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It's just rhinos.
You're like,
and hippos.
rhinos and hippos can't fly, bro.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure
Reindeers-
deers can't
You know,
either.
like
but here we
reindeer
are.
can't either, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's funny as fuck. Okay.
That's pretty boss, though. You're like
Yeah.
riding through with rhinos.
I know,
Same
that'd be
amount of
sick.
rhinos. Like,
Can you imagine them
"Whoa."
landing on like your roof? Like
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't think about that part, to be honest. But yeah,
Like,
you're right. That's,
Saint
that's
Echo was
definitely
here.
broken roofs.
Yes, bam.
we don't care.
You leave a card for like Santa's roofing. It's your
That's
side
what he
business.
gives you.
Yeah,
His business.
so that's pretty cool. Shoot, mine be like, oh, go for Drake.
Oh no, I was gonna say it would be an amalgamated animal, a hybrid, a centipede, and a praying mantis put together, the mantipede, and you would have all these mantipedes flying, and then yeah, probably.
Are you bringing joy?
Yeah, no, they're bringing
That's
joy.
This is like
And
Nightmare Before
terror.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Skellington here.
Yeah, I know. Okay,
Yeah.
Jack Skellington.
They're eating a lot of birds on the way just because they're hungry, you know.
Jeez. But they can fly, right?
But they can fly. They can fly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And they
just to
can really
clarify.
fly because they're
Yeah,
bugs
yeah.
and they have wings.
yeah. So it's good.
Terrifying.
It's good.
Okay. Dude.
Wait, what?
What if he had like a bunch of sharks? Just hammerheads, bro. Or like
Oh
multiple
yeah,
sharks.
the Norway.
yeah.
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 Just a bunch of like 20 king sharks pulling your sleigh.
yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be
Okay,
kinda
that'd be
cool.
mean.
The last one, the
Typical.
sleigh is one whale shark. You just
Yeah. Yeah.
The most
He's just like
peaceful
sitting
shark.
on it. Or
Yeah,
He's like
he's-
the most peaceful of all
Yeah.
the sharks right there.
You could just do like
Yeah.
a bunch of Jason Momoas from different roles.
There
Yeah.
you go. The Momoa verse.
Yeah, the
he's just yelling
Momoaverse.
"Chi" and all right.
Yeah,
Chi,
yeah.
all right.
Gee, all right,
Hey,
my
fuck
man.
this.
Drinking Guinness, huh? While you guys flying. I know that's not
Yeah.
safe, but you know, it's Jason Momoa.
Wait, can I drink and fly? Yeah.
I know, huh? It's crazy.
Hey, Kikis, no drink and fly.
Yeah.
Only Santa can do that.
Oh yeah.
He's
Oh,
throwing his
wait.
Heinekens. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
He's just dropping Heineken down chimneys.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, you fuckers.
You guys recycle. Throwing them.
Yeah. No use single-use plastics. I was just talking about that on the gram.
Nice. Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. I feel like anybody who doesn't know pigeon in Hawaii is just gonna be like, what was that tangent they just went on? We're like,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
what was that? That's for those of you who don't know, that's pigeon from Hawaii. That's what everybody speaks sometimes, a lot at. So just so you guys know, you'll see Jason Momoa doing it a lot on his Instagram, just
Yeah, yeah.
for perspective.
Good clarification, actually. I forget sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
What about Jazz? What do you think? What kind of animal?
well, mine has to be penguins.
Oh
Just
yeah.
the
Oh,
penguins.
nice.
Wait,
I
what's
have
what
to.
what flavor of penguin? Emperor
What
penguin?
flavor? No, it's the little blue penguins, the ones from New Zealand.
Oh,
Well, those definitely don't
Baby.
fly.
The Maori
Yeah.
penguins.
Yeah, and they all sound like Taika Waititi.
Yeah. So even better.
They're just like New Zealand, and then they're going over here like Flight of the Conchords and like walking around.
That'd
That's
be
pretty
funny if
good.
they
That's pretty
talk to
good.
him.
Yeah.
Santa.
Hey Santa,
Shout out
so
How about
Kinda
this house right
presents.
here?
yeah,
You
get it
Drop
in
down here.
Do you really
Put
need
a
another
present down the
cookie?
chimney.
like a fire. It's
Hey, this
really-
cookie's got ginger in it.
yeah,
It's pretty good.
ginger's pretty good. It's kind of spicy. Oh man, okay, on to the next one. Here we go.
Yeah, next topic.
If any
Um,
other
yeah.
mythological,
Yeah, feel free
being-
to read them out, Jazz. Whatever. Yeah, if you have that topic list pulled out in front of you.
Drake has it too, right?
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
If any other mythological being could work in Santa's workshop, what would replace elves?
Mm.
Oh, that's a good one.
Menahunis.
Many, many hoonies, huh?
Here we go again. They were like, hey, Santa. And then they would talk pigeon.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Santa, you fucker. How come you don't give us fucking diarrheas, huh?
Okay, no one
Wait,
says
they're
that in Hawaii.
asking for it?
Yeah, that's a.
Why don't you make like that's a slang in Hawaii? Oh, if only I had some diarrhea.
I know.
Yeah, because that's a hot commodity.
Yeah.
It almost
There's
sounded
some
like
bottles,
Rob
huh?
Schneider in 51st Dates.
Oh, yeah.
Sharks, they only bite you when they touch their
That's
private
your private
parts.
thoughts.
And when you
Come
get
on,
diarrheas.
Yeah. Every time, huh? Every time.
It's like when he shouts out, like, "What are we cool? Get your brother out the
Yeah,
dishwasher."
I know. So hilarious, dude. Oh my god. Thank you, Rob.
Yeah.
Um,
What else would we have? I mean, I feel like we
oh.
should relate it to something, since I can't think of anything creative, something that.
Lord of the Rings? Oh.
Yep, I was
gonna
gonna
say,
go
like,
there.
dwarves or something.
Yeah,
Exactly. You
yeah,
guys are
yeah.
nailing it. So
Mhm.
something that we probably have seen in shows this year, right? So Ring of
Yeah.
Power, we had the dwarves, we had elves, we had what else are like funny little things?
The hobbits. I guess that's kind of like a
Yeah, what are the Harfoots?
That's in this. Yeah, Harfoots.
Harfoots.
Harfoots are like too close to elves, so I almost want to go. I would definitely go
Yeah.
dwarves.
I guess you
think
could go like
dwarves.
goblins or orcs or uruks or
It would be awful elves.
yeah,
Yeah, they would be terrible.
Yeah.
Actually, they would
yeah.
be perfect for your centipedes. Your flying
Yeah, yeah.
centipedes and
Oh,
stuff,
yeah.
but-
Right.
That'd fit that theme for sure.
for sure.
Yeah. Anybody
Okay.
else with any?
I think that's a tough one.
Mhm.
Because,
All right,
No
next topic.
mythological.
Yeah, here we
thing?
go.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Let's keep it moving.
yeah. Keep
Okay.
it moving.
If any other object could be placed in your home during Christmas, what would replace a tree?
Oh, huh. I've not thought about this.
I was like thinking, do you guys remember the Seinfeld episode when they have like the pole? It's Festivus. Festivus
Yeah.
for
Yes.
the rest of us.
Festivus for
Yes.
the rest of us.
That's
Yeah.
it.
The pole.
Yeah.
They could literally
I
be
don't
anything
know.
after a pole, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Right? Like, what would you want? Just like, I don't know, hanging out in your living room. I mean, if we think about it, it's like we bring a tree in, just put a bunch of crap on it.
That's true.
Or
It could
just
literally
accepts
be
it.
anything.
yeah, it could be
Yeah.
anything.
What is
Um,
something else pole like? Wow, that just sounded so.
Okay.
But all this
You know what it is.
Let me see.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
I don't know. I'm like, for some reason, I can't think of anything. So my brain just keeps saying like umbrella, 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 umbrella. So like, I'm just going to say umbrella.
Umbrella, yeah.
How about a holiday joystick?
Hey,
Oh.
I got one of those in my pants. No, I don't.
Okay.
A dick in a box.
Hey.
There you go. That's a throwback Christmas gift.
Probably, what about like what if it was like you know how like they do taxidermy, but it's a taxidermied mantipede.
We're really on this
Yours
mantipede.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mantipede will be your Christmas tree, will carry your sleigh, will
Yeah.
build your presents, everything in your
They're hard
nightmare
workers.
like world.
Wow.
They're hard
What
workers.
can't they do?
They can't talk, but they definitely know how to communicate.
They'll fucking eat your birds too. So hide
Yeah.
them
Yeah,
around
that's
Christmas
right.
time.
Yeah,
Hide your
yeah.
burbs, hide your wife.
I'll hide the penguins. All right.
Was that the conclusion of the?
That's for the topics,
Mhm.
holidays. There's a
All
couple
right.
of games though.
Yeah, get into. Let's
Oh,
get
Let's
into
do it. Let's move into some games.
some gummies.
Okay.
Gummies.
So
Santa's
where are we?
list. Ooh.
yeah, we can go to maybe we'll go to Christmas carols first.
Christmas carols.
Ooh.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
let's do it.
So how does this
It went to
game
Santa's
work?
list anyway.
With the
There we
Santa's
go.
list. Never mind. How
Wait,
does
where is
Santa's
it?
list work?
It keeps going to Santa's list. Why does
All
it
right,
do
we're
that?
doing Santa's
We're
list.
going to Santa's list. Let's
Here
do
we
that.
go.
I'm gonna fix this link. I know.
There you
I
go.
did it already.
Nothing like figuring it out for the first time live.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
So
Everybody's
that's what life's all
experiencing it at
about.
the
This
same
thing, I
time.
don't know why it's doing
So what is Christmas Santa's list? What does that entail?
So, if these characters, oh wait, no, we're on Christmas carols now.
Oh,
Look at that.
oh wow, what a roller coaster.
Here we go. Wow.
I figured it out.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna go to the first one. The Christmas
All right.
carols. We're just gonna go to games. It's Batman. So you guys have to fill in the lyrics. Do you guys remember this song? Yes.
Jingle bells. Batman smells. Robin laid an egg. Fuck, I don't remember the rest of it. Help me. Lost a
Lost his
Lost
wheel.
a wheel.
And
yeah.
the Joker ran away.
The Joker
Yeah?
ran away.
Did we nail
Yeah.
it?
Yay, we did it.
Nice.
Is that it? Yay.
I'm not the one clicking. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
12
free
Days
to-
of Christmas.
Perfect.
Okay,
You guys
what
were
is
the 12
edition?
Days Christmas Hawaii edition.
Oh, on the
Ooh.
first day
Oh.
of Christmas, my tutu gave to me
One
one
minor bird.
bottle. Oh,
No, it's
yeah.
one minor bird and one papaya tree.
What did
On
your
the
tutu give you?
second day.
That's like
No, Tutu
Is,
gave
is
you
that the
both, so you
game?
gotta
I'm still
tell
confused.
somebody
Like, what
to-
are we
yeah,
doing here?
yeah, you're supposed to be able to
Uh,
recite them if you remember them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tutu. What was it? Was it two spam musubi? I don't remember.
See, okay, if it was supposed to be, then I feel like the Hawaii version probably was open to like edits
Amendments
based
Yeah.
on family.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The
I know
first one
5 big
is-
fat pigs.
Yeah. Tree
That's the big one.
ocoles. I don't know.
I
And
doubt
what-
it was
Wow,
Ocoles.
your tutu gave you
Yeah.
some weird stuff.
I know.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
tutu was crazy, right?
He's like 7 robodildos. You're like, bro, take it
Oh,
away.
wow.
Wow, she was getting me prepared for life, huh? She's like, "Hey, Kiki, you're going to have to experience all this stuff over here, just in case." But
I
after
kind of forget actually.
Yeah,
a
I
lot of the
forget.
Hawaii ones.
well, let's see
Well, this
the is
Christmas.
will the answer unveil it all?
It will.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Magic answer, tell us what we need to know. Oh, one minor bird, 2 coconuts. That makes sense. Oh, 3 dry skid. Duh. Flower lays, 5 big fat pigs, 6 hula lessons, 7 shrimps of swimming, 8 ukuleles, 9 pounds of poi, 10 cans of beer, 11 missionaries.
The song
nice.
kinda
Singing it
fell
like
Because it goes
apart.
the other
backwards,
way.
remember? Yeah.
yeah. So I'm like, how the fuck does this go?
Yeah.
Hey, you're like at
You're like, yeah,
12
no.
television.
Yeah.
in one papaya tree.
Yeah. Oh wait. Ooh, that was tough. But yeah. The missionaries part is like a double-edged situation, right? Because they brought
You gotta blame
civilization.
Tutu,
but-
you know.
Yeah, gotta blame the two.
never know
it's
better.
Tutu. Questionable
she doing?
gifts over there.
And then Santa's reindeer. Okay, Rudolph, duh.
Oh, I know all this one because Jingle All the Way. But I'll let you guys
uh,
guess first.
Donner Blitzen,
And Connor Cupid.
Frank, Steve, and
And Uncle Show You.
Mantis Speed.
Yeah. Mental speed, bro.
Brother Henry.
Brother Henry.
Little Henry.
Little Henry.
Little Henry.
Um,
Henry Jr. Jr.
Yeah. Kaylee Rachel.
Olo the Olos.
Yeah. Donner Blitzen. Is there a J one in there?
No.
No?
No
What?
idea.
Yeah.
Scott, you
she's-
know it, right?
Yeah, it's Jingle All the Way. It's like Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen,
Wow.
Wow. That's
All
good. Was
right.
that all of them?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is all of them.
and Rudolph.
Nice.
It's because was it Arnold needed to know them to like win the Turbo Man doll, and he's like running down the streets like Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. I'm gonna get it, haha! And he's like running and Sinbad trying to chase him. That's
Yeah,
how
He
I
has like a
know it.
bomb in the radio.
He needed to
station.
know that to
Yeah.
become the governor too, so that makes
Yeah,
sense.
there you
Yeah,
go.
that's how they swore.
Exactly. When he was getting
Yeah.
sworn in, they're like,
Yeah.
beside all the reindeer.
Yeah,
Does it just like that?
yeah, in
Like,
that cadence.
okay. Oh yeah.
Good
Nice.
stuff.
That
All
was
right.
good.
That
Good job, Scott.
game. Wait, there's
Nice.
there's the Santa's list. If you go back.
Let's
to
check out
this,
Santa's list. That one is a cool one.
Let's do it.
Go
Santa's list. So that one,
Ooh.
the premise of Santa's list is if Santa gave a present to any of these characters, what would Santa? Give?
Oh shit, that's a good one.
Say that again. Could you repeat that?
Yeah. So if Santa were to give any of these characters a gift, what would Santa give them?
Them.
Ooh, I like that because we got names like the Punisher.
Mhm.
We got Thanos. We got Batman. Ooh, I like this. I like it. How do we do this? Do we each get 3?
Yeah,
Or how
it's
do we do
however
it?
you guys want to answer it.
Oh yeah. So let's see.
Punisher, NRA membership.
I'll consider it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Mario
yeah, I
probably
don't think I
get the
could beat
star
that.
for the top of the tree.
Oh,
Oh, wow. That's a good one too.
That makes sense. Professor Snape, an extra life.
Oh, wow. I feel like he would have to have something with Harry Potter's mom in it.
Yeah, with Lily.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know if it's like a locket with her in there.
Or like a
Or-
VR
What?
picture.
What?
What? A VR picture?
Yeah.
Sorry,
VR
what?
um,
And
Uh,
Deadpool would probably get Cole, yeah, just for the lulls,
yeah, just for the
Yeah.
loss. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
just so he could like talk shit to Santa afterwards.
Yeah.
It'd probably be in person too.
Thanos would be it would be fun for him to get like a knitted fake Infinity Gauntlet.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he was also a gardener, so there should be something with that.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
He gets like his gardening gloves are 2 infinity gauntlets. They're like rubber infinity gauntlets. I think that would
Yeah.
be sweet.
he gets a
Oh,
hoe or
you know,
something. Oh.
Rocket would get a mech suit made of like other people's body parts.
Oh,
like
yeah,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if he didn't just get Bucky's arm, oops, spoiler
yeah,
alert.
Hey,
that'll definitely be on there.
Yeah, that would have been on there, but he already got it.
Batman could get adoptive parents for Christmas, or
Jake's going dark with these.
I
Yeah,
know,
sorry.
real
Not
dark.
to
Are you
peed.
funny,
saying
it's
what we're
great.
all thinking, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when I wrote it, I was like, yeah, someone's gonna have to say this.
Yeah, parents,
Parents, you need parents.
stepdad. I mean, he could also. I guess he's rich enough to have like an infinity amount of adoptive kids.
Parents?
So,
Oh.
yeah,
Just buys all the parents.
yeah, he's just like
But
everybody's
he's
my
still
parent now.
empty inside. He's like, why do
Yeah.
I still cry?
Yeah.
Why
do
do
I-
these tears come at night?
Because my parents had.
All right, what do we got?
Okay, here we
Who
go.
else is still on here?
James T. Kirk.
Oh, oof. I'm not a
Um,
Trekkie,
What
so
do you get? A
Uh,
bigger chair? I don't know.
I don't know.
Lewis would probably answer that.
That was his suggestion.
Oh,
He was like, you
interesting.
gotta put Kirk.
Who was
Who was
Captain
Captain
Kirk's
Kirk?
love
Yeah.
his
interest?
answer then.
I feel like he had it all. I don't know.
Uh,
Yeah, he had the crew.
A safe voyage? I feel like it's
You
Uh,
get
probably
like one
never.
of those, like when you put like on your car mirror, like one of those
Yeah.
little things, but it would be like of the Enterprise, like in the Enterprise. you know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was gonna say like a coupon for a massage or something.
Or some fake
That,
balls you
I
can
think that
hang
could go
out the
for
back of the
anybody, though.
Enterprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
Oh, the fucking truck nuts.
Yeah.
Oh my god, truck
Throw 'em
nuts
on
on
Enterprise.
the on the USS Enterprise. Holy shit!
He'd
that'd
love
be
those.
hilarious.
That'd be
Oh
fun.
my god, it'd have to be
What
his
about-
in the shape of his though.
Yeah. Come on now.
That'd be too big.
Heyo.
Yeah. What about Palpatine?
Ooh.
Ooh.
The
Some
dark
face cream?
side. Some face
There you
cream.
go. Yeah.
Oh my
sunscreen.
gosh.
Nice.
A wig? I don't know.
Some friends, so he's not an asshole.
Oh,
Jesus.
Like the
wow.
fake tan. kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Get him some laser facials or something.
Yeah. It's the future. You think
Uh,
you'd be able to fix that stuff, but
Shit. Yeah, I guess that would be the case.
just give him some rubber gloves so he can't lick
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
people,
say, yeah,
asshole.
me too.
Did we get everyone down
I
here?
think we got
think we
everybody.
did. We
Yeah,
nailed it, dude.
Nicely
Yeah.
done.
That was a
Nice.
great one.
Done.
That was a great
That
one.
was-
I like
that was
doing
fun.
that. That
Yeah,
was a
that was
fun
a good one.
activity. That's a great icebreaker too. Let's use that in our corporate events.
Yeah. The Joystick Christmas Party coming
Hell yeah.
2024.
That was good. And then look at that. Oh,
And that's it.
yeah, us in our pictures there.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Nice.
These are us
Look
and
at
our other
that.
halves.
We have like a 2-bit Christmas tree with presents underneath. We got our joystick logo above the fireplace, us with our significant others over a
So
fireplace.
Yes.
That is so
And we
adorable.
all got a
Love that.
stocking.
Eh.
We all got there you
Yeah.
go. Does Drake have a dreidel?
Yeah. Well,
Well,
I think
we
it's a
can-
flake of snow.
Oh, no, oh no, I meant Scott. Sorry.
Oh, Scott.
Yeah. Nope, it's a Christmas tree. Never mind. I was like, wow, we really are trying to keep this all inclusive.
That's the
Yes,
Kwanzaa.
yes,
That's
we
the
should just
official
say
Kwanzaa.
yes. It's a dreidel. Like
Yeah,
people who
yeah.
can't see it. Yeah,
For
it's a
people,
dreidel.
people who only can listen to this, it's a dreidel.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, that was fantastic. Bunch of really good, fun games there. That was super sick. Yeah. Anything else in terms of some games or presentations or things we didn't cover?
I don't think so. I mean, Christmas has kind of always been in our lives, not only globally, but like, kind of every day. Almost the end of the year is like signified with that event and kind of bringing people together haphazardly. So it's just it's a special time, regardless of whether or not you enjoy the consumerism or if you don't necessarily like trees or whatever. But
That's the thing, because I love everything about Christmas, but the fucking trees, dude. Like,
I see.
I loved
another
your question
fucking
about
tree.
replacing trees.
I just knock them down.
yeah.
I just front kick them trees down.
Fuck those
Uh,
trees.
Fuck those trees, bro.
Just you're in the wild, in the forest. You're like, what the fuck is this place? Just trying to kick trees.
I can't escape Christmas.
Oh man.
This guy just kicking a tree over and over again.
Reminds me of what is her face? Black Widow, and she's like, oh, reindeer tastes not good.
Yeah. Yelena.
Yeah, Yelena.
Yeah.
Elena.
Right on.
She's like,
Totally.
oh.
Yeah,
But-
man. Go for it. No, I
Oh,
was
no,
just gonna say, yeah, Christmas, it's here. Can't wait. Shoot, we also have some fun things too to kind of wrap up. Should we move on to our regular scheduled programming and touch on some of the things that we touch on week to week?
Oh, yeah,
That sounds way
yeah,
more
yeah.
pervy than I meant it, but
It's
Let's
not
keep it that way,
I
though.
think you
penises.
should say touch like 3 more times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moist touch.
There
Everyone
you
get your
go.
hands in your
Touch the
pockets and
moist.
get ready for the ride.
Yes.
There you go.
Tissues not included.
Seriously,
Get that
talk
pole
about
out. Fuck that tree.
Get that pull out. You know what to do.
Gonna get sap all over your thing, but that's fine. It's just
So
hard to get off. It's like
it
resin.
is so sticky.
Yeah.
Speaking of something else that's sticky, tomorrow we are getting our first trailer for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. You guys
Oh.
excited about that?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Very much so.
Nice.
Is there anything, Tom, that you're like more excited about than not? Because I know we all agree that Into the Spider-Verse is one of like the best Spider-Man things in general. But like,
Mhm.
did we didn't get any like moot points about the plot or anything like that, but I assume it's just gonna be awesome.
Yeah, we don't know too much more. What we do know is that it's going to be in, we're going to see a lot more of Spider-Gwen's universe in this one. They added a bunch of new characters to it, and then we're going to see more characters kind of expanded. So we're going to see Spider-Man 2099's Oscar
Yes.
Isaac is going to have a bigger role in it.
Nice.
And then we're going to have Daniel Kaluuya from Nope and from Get Out. He is playing Spider-Punk. And so we're going to see a lot more of his character in this movie too. So that's going to be tight, along with Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman. So yeah, it should be pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember having a Spider-Man 2099 comic book that I just kept because it was the cool. He looks so cool. He looks so cool.
He does.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's a super cool look. And Oscar Isaac too. I mean, everything Oscar Isaac does is pretty damn good. So yeah, it should be pretty nice. I'm looking forward to that trailer.
Yes, we'll talk about it later. But into news,
Okay.
we'll talk about one thing that we've all been just talking about every single day is when is Kirk Cameron gonna give us that Avatar Way of Water premiere? And it is it's coming. Do you think it's for all of you? Is it something that you want to see in the theater based off of like how epic it's supposed to be, or do you think it's something that you're like, I'll wait till it comes out on a streaming service?
Theater
Theater?
Theater?
for me. Yep.
Okay. Right on.
Yep.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say theater. I mean, the first one that came out, right? Wasn't it like it kind of changed what film was, doing at the time?
Yeah.
So I imagine it's gonna, have a similar impact in the theaters.
Yeah, and I've been hearing that in 3D, it looks great.
I know.
And I think if that's still a thing, like I haven't seen a 3D movie even offered near me, I feel like in a while. So
Mhm.
if that's still a thing, then maybe I'll check it out in 3D because the first one was great in 3D. So I feel
What
like
is
he films his movie like made for 3D. So what's that?
Yeah, I would assume. I was like, have they made better like progress with 3D with people who have glasses?
I just throw it over my glasses,
Just
unfortunately.
double glasses it up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean,
totally.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't like wearing contacts. I've tried before and I didn't like it. So
You don't like touching your
just
eyes
throw it
balls?
right over. Dude, it took me like 20 minutes to get one in, and I'm like, this is too long.
I got to do this every day. What?
Yeah, I'm like, I'll never get used to this.
It's like
And then
similar
because
for
of my
VR,
astigmatism,
right?
shift. Huh?
It's like VR doesn't really accommodate much for
Oh yeah, that's
glasses.
true.
Yeah, they have like a little spacer now that I put in, and it kind of works. So they got that now though. But yeah, it's hard. I would just wish my eyes were good, then I wouldn't have to worry
Sight's
about all this.
important. I
Sight
mean,
is important.
in terms of seeing, are you excited or willing to see another My Hero Academia action movie, but not on anything we've ever seen on a Netflix? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about them apples?
I think it's a series.
It's a
Is it
series.
serious? Nice.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about that. I mean, we'll get into it in a little bit, but that's my favorite anime. So I really hope they just do a good job. That's all I care about. I'm nervous, but I don't know. Netflix has done a really good job with their adaptation, so I think it'll be good. But just don't screw it up. That's all I can say.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
if they're redoing Avatar and they've got a way better cast than the M. Night Shyamalan, then
Shamalama bomb.
we gotta assume that Netflix has all of their cakes, ready to eat. That was
Yeah,
a weird aphorism or
totally.
I know
euphemism.
what you mean, though.
Anyways,
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think
you know,
they know that there's a big following, right? So
Yeah.
they don't want
Yeah.
to mess it up either.
yeah.
don't
What's
mess it
cool
up.
though about that, I think, is like I'm not so super huge fan of a lot of the live action adaptations of like anime stuff. Like obviously it's like comparable to be like the book was better. Like always the anime is better than the live action. But at least like this has to do with powers. It's kind of like what we get with like Marvel and DC. So we're not like unused to seeing like live action superhero things. So they at least have that going for them. So they just gotta like make sure the characters, I guess, stay true to the characters. Like I want to be able to see this live action person and be like, oh, like this is Deku, you know,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
Bakugo. And I think other than that, like it should be pretty good. I just hope they really nail the characters.
Yeah, for me, I think CG is going to be importante as well too, because hypothetically speaking, if they put like an Endeavor in there, right, like how are
Mhm.
these things going to look, right? And not to say that we have to take it with a grain of salt, but like Tom, I know your favorite character. Who do you think you would want to play your favorite character live action?
Yeah, I don't know about my favorite character, but I saw IGN posted this thing of All Might, and they were like, who do you think should play it? And I kept thinking, I'm like, dang it, realistically, like it's probably like a John Cena.
Oh,
But in some weird way, the voice and everything, it's like I kind of want Jack Black.
whoa.
I don't know. But I don't think he could look like the character from the anime.
He just
It's
needs
all
to do a little bit of
special
roids.
effects.
He'll
Yeah.
just do some roids real quick, and then
Yeah, I
he'll
mean,
get
if
there.
you give him the She-Hulk treatment, I think he could do it. But yeah, I like because I feel like Jack Black could like embody the voice.
You know, it'd be great if
Yeah.
just for that character they get a real big dude and just have Jack Black do ADR for him.
Yeah.
Just the
I'm
voice.
for it. I'm totally
Yeah.
for that. That'd be great. But
Right.
I think John Cena would probably be the right choice. I don't know if he probably could be like positive and like naive at the same time and buff. So yeah, that's where I'm going. What about you guys?
Oh, okay.
Oh, All Might. That's kind of hard. Maybe because I'm drawing a blank on his name. It's embarrassing. The guy who plays Superman.
Henry Cavill?
Henry Cavill.
Uh,
Since he's hot with Netflix right now, he could probably do it.
Christopher Reeves.
Ouch.
Burn. All Might. Man, when I think about All Might, what about Sarsgaard? The guy
Oh.
who played Norseman.
Oh, he could.
Yeah, you could probably do it.
Or Chris
Yeah, do you think
Hemsworth.
he's got to be like positive and
yeah.
happy? Yeah, he's almost like a Chris Hemsworth. Like he's kind of, or like a Thor.
We're just looking for like a buff white guy.
Yeah, who's kind
Yeah.
of
I like
So I'm
this.
gathering here.
Oh my god. No, Idris Elba could do too. Jeez,
Oh,
come on
okay,
now.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just slot in whatever buff.
Any of the
human being.
Chris's. Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny.
That's good.
But all right.
We also got the video game awards, right? So that also
yeah.
came out. We got let me just list them off, and if you guys have anything to say about it, feel free to jump in. But we got game of the year, right? We got Elden Ring, game
Nice.
direction, Elden Ring, art direction, Elden Ring, the narrative, best narrative, score and music, audio design, and performance were God of War and Christopher Judge, who played Kratos. And then we got a bunch of other games kind of sprinkled through. But for anybody who watched it, it was pretty cool award ceremony that they did. They went
Mhm.
fast. They just started like rambling off awards, and it was kind of nice. And in between, they had performances with Halsey, Hosier, another big like music performer. So that was pretty tight.
Love Hosier.
And then they did a bunch of premieres for new games, which we
Yeah.
got Jedi Survivor, we got Hades 2.
I'm excited for that.
That looks good, right? Yeah, Hades 2
Hades
looks
1
pretty
was
awesome.
really good. So I'm
Yeah.
excited for Hades 2.
When did Hades 1 come out? Like how long ago? Ballpark.
I think it's been a while because by the time I played it, it was already like one of those like it's super on sale. I could look it up right now, but I was late to the game with Hades 1, but
Mhm.
like the story's really good and like if
Came out in
you've seen
2018.
what it looks like. It's like over 2018. Oh, I guess not that far off then. But the story's really good. The art is really cool. And it's like a dungeon type of thing. You go as far as you can. The point is you die, and then all the experience you get and money, you put that into your character and get better. And then you can try out new weapons. So like it's like a Groundhog's Day kind of thing, and you go in through these
Mhm.
dungeons, and like as you die though, like when you come back, you're talking to these different gods, and they're like talking to you, and they even mention like, oh, like you're trying to escape Hades, oh, well, and like you're starting to learn more about the character. So like, as frustrating as it is to die, you also look forward to like more of the interactions you get with the characters and stuff. Like it was done in a really good way.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, that's really cool. I recommend that game for sure.
Right on. Yeah, that looked killer. Jedi Survivor to me like kind of stole the show. It looked really good. It was cool that they had that actor that came out who plays Cal Kestis, and he seemed like he was pumped to be a part of it. And the gameplay looked way more smooth and it looks very cinematic. So that side of it, I'm really, really stoked for. I'm like super close to beating the last game. So I think we got some time to beat it before that one comes out, but it looks great. That was kind of my number one thing. Bless you. Yep.
No, I really want to harp on the fact that like, look how far video games has come. Like it's so ingrained in culture in general, where now there's like an entire situation dedicated to it, where traditionally you would just see like TV and movies. Right now you are having video games as another medium, and I think far more interesting because it's so interactive, whereas when you're dealing with movies and TV, you're kind of just watching. But man, so far we've come, when our parents are like, stop playing those videos, go outside and play. And now it's like a huge, one of the hugest industries we have here. There's esports, people playing, video games for millions of dollars now. So
you also got shows coming off of video games, like Last of Us, Halo, you got Cyberpunk show coming out. Like it's like another medium of storytelling, which is really cool. And it's like taken serious. So I agree with that. It's cool.
Right. Speaking of Cyberpunk too, they announced Phantom Liberty, right? Which is a new DLC coming out that has Idris Elba in it, which was ridiculous. That looked insane.
Too, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that looked so good. So I'm pumped about that. Drake, what did you think about Phantom Liberty?
No, I'm actually super excited for it because I think they're going to be adding a lot more aside from like regular content in terms of expanding it. I really like the character work and the character play, especially when they're bringing in these like high profile actors to really deepen the story, because Cyberpunk in itself, we're talking about dystopian future, but we're also talking about the narrative. It drove kind of the story, even though the gameplay at the time in the initiation wasn't very good and very fluid. And now that it's gotten a little bit better, the story is even better. I mean, I'm banking on a lot more content in terms of weaponry and all this other jazz, but I'm really looking forward to see what Idris Elba does on screen, because I know he's just going to blow it out of the park. So
heck yeah.
Yep, definitely. Nice. Well, let's see. What else do we have? Anything else I'm forgetting from the Game Awards? I mean, it's crazy that Christopher Judge won his award and Al Pacino gave it to him. That was like a crazy start for me. So just kind of circling back to your point, Drake, of how far it's come and how like big it is. I mean, most of the trailers they showed for the Game Awards starred like some famous actor that we've seen. Like Norman Reedus was in Death Stranding 2. He's like one of the main guys. So it's like, holy shit, like now video games are pretty, I feel like synonymous with like actors as well. So yeah, pretty crazy. Mm-hmm. It was cool. Definitely. Have you guys, I mean, I didn't play Elden Ring or God of War Ragnarok, but I mean, obviously everybody talks about like how amazing those were. Are you guys planning on playing it or getting them, or how do you feel about those games?
Yeah, I think I am going to get that. Like, I haven't picked up God of War because, like you with the Star Wars game, I'm still playing the first one. So there's just too many things to consume. So I feel like everyone's behind. But I want to beat that and then maybe catch it when it's on sale. And then Elden Ring as well. I feel like I've been hearing enough good things about that game. Normally, I'm not one to pick up like those Demon Souls, Bloodborne games. They're just like
too hard.
They just happen to be really hard. But this one has been getting a lot of great reviews from even people who like I know for a fact never played Demon Souls and whatnot, and there's like, oh, this game's amazing. I put hundreds of hours into it, so I think that one's another one. When it goes on sale, I'm probably gonna pick it up.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep. Same.
Definitely.
So why don't we push it a little bit forward into our section to review? First review to go over Willow episode 3, Disney Plus. Jasmine, have you been watching Willow at all?
I've not yet. It's on my like watch list, but please feel free to talk about the review because it won't stop me from watching it. I'm still gonna watch it.
Fantastic. Nice. Spoiler heavy.
That's funny. I did not watch episode 3, so guys.
Here we go, Scott. Do it.
Spoil it.
Yeah. So the kids still don't have access.
No, yes, I heard about this, right? Like the adults and kids, they have like different accents or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't watch episode 3, but they
Wait, did
they probably
anybody
settled
see
on
it?
that.
No, that's why it's on the list as a question mark, but nobody said nobody answered that question. So
Hey, this is
here
the
we
real deal,
are.
guys. This is a real behind the scenes,
That's
live in
all
your
right.
face.
Yep, we're just gonna.
So we can just
try
say
to-
anything.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try
I
to
know
edit
that
this out.
This
there's a
mech
stick,
came out
there's
of
some
nowhere and they-
trees,
Yeah. There's monsters and
there's
demons.
monsters.
Well, we know that one girl who was like she was like the maid becomes, I forgot what the name is called, like the something Elise. It's like she's the wizard a witch, I guess. Some kind of sorceress, I guess. Like, so I think Willow is trying to train her to become the next powerful sorceress. But again, I didn't watch the episode, so that's a giant assumption.
People who did watch it, they're like, they're so full of shit.
Yeah, they're also like, you guys are so wrong.
Hilarious.
Nice.
Well-
Well, let's move into the anime.
Yeah,
part of
yeah.
this.
Things we definitely did watch. Chainsaw Man episode 9.
I did watch that.
Tell us about it.
Oh man, this was crazy. I know we touched on it a bit last time, but Tom, you watched it this time?
Yep, sure did.
Oh, nice. Okay, so this one is insane because at this point, there's a big battle between Denji and Swordman, right? And then
Mhm.
that takes place right after Ghost Lady is just make, which means dead, and we get to see more of a Makima. Like we get to see her power,
Right.
and it's interesting because they show her like leading like these criminals up to like up to this
temple.
area, this temple
Yeah.
area. They blindfold them all, and like even the people that are with her have to be blindfolded because like no one knows her deal that she has with this one particular demon. And then from what we gather, it seems that she sacrifices each criminal after having them repeat the name that she wants them to repeat. And then they just like, so the person who gets their name told, they flash back to like them in the city. And they're usually one of these bad guys who have like a gun, maybe pointed at someone, and their body just starts crumpling into like nothing and they just get splatted. And like everyone around them is like, what the fuck's going on? They start trying to run. And like one by one, like you just see like all these dudes just being crumpled by like, I don't even know what demon, they don't show it. But
Right.
that ends up saving Denji. And then in the end too, she gets approached by a guy who like totally resigns because he's like, this job is way too crazy. But right after he resigns, he asks like, how much of this did you know was actually going to happen? Because she keeps her cool. Like she's like way too cool for the situation. And she's like, oh, you're a civilian now. I can't give you any sort of information like that. But you know, it begs the question, like, she could have definitely probably stopped a bunch of this from happening, but it maybe it was just strategic. She wanted to see like what the gun devil would do and like how far they'd go. But it's like she knew people would die, and they lost a lot of like demon hunters in their own unit.
Yeah.
But she seemed
Yeah.
really like like it was kind of, it had to happen. She had that very aloof way of going about. Also, we got to see that one character, I forget her name, but she was the one that tried to kill Denji in the Eternity episodes.
Yeah, she was kind of a badass in this one.
Yeah.
I was
It was really
surprised.
cool. Yeah, like I didn't expect her.
Agile.
Yeah, like the way she was acting in the past, I was like, do we even need her? But she could fight. It's crazy. Too bad
Right.
we didn't get to see what the other guy could do. He got shot twice before we could see what he could do.
Mhm.
But her partner. But yeah, she surprised me. But I think those were the two big standouts for me, like Makima and that knife girl. Like that was crazy. What about you, Tom? Anything stand out for you in that?
Yeah. I'm so curious as like what Makima's deal is and with what demon. Cause you're right. Like, and also how does she come back alive? Is it just because she has a deal with a demon? Like, how does that work? Can everybody just come back alive if they have a deal? Cause like obviously Denji's been able to do it. Makima's been able to do it, but I don't know if like Top Knot Head was able to do it. But yeah, I'm just so curious to see, because it sounds like she's got multiple deals. So that was really interesting. She's a badass though. That power was my other question, and maybe you guys know, was the people she was sacrificing, those prisoners, were
Mhm.
they dead or were they just like incapacitated? Because like I was like, is she sacrificing their lives to then squish these enemies? I don't know. That
I don't know.
part
My
I wasn't
understanding
sure
was
about.
their life, but I don't know
Damn.
for sure.
Yeah.
That was brutal. That she like literally
Mhm.
just sacrificed those people just to murder other people. That
Yeah, because what was interesting is like every other character you've seen, like when they make a deal with the demon, when they use their ability, they either have already given up a part of them, or like
Mhm.
you saw with the snake girl when she brought in that snake to kill the ghost demon, she like gave up one of her fingernails, so she like mutilated part of her body to do it.
Right.
So it's interesting that Makima's like found a way to be like, I'll just find other people and completely kill them, and I won't do any damage to myself. Like I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
that's interesting. I also thought she had some kind of like, because she got shot, right? So I thought maybe she had some kind of like hypnosis ability, some demon, where like it looked like she got shot, but it was someone else. But apparently, so far, it just seemed like she got shot and came back to life. So I don't know. Looked like she got shot in the head too, right? So I don't know.
Fully got blasted in the head. That was
Yeah.
like a pretty
And
shocking
did she
death.
know she was gonna get shot in the head? Because like was all that planned? And like, and if it was all planned, then like how strong is this person? And like, you know, like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Drake knows, but
Yeah. So the manga in itself, like there's definitely some reveals later on down the line where we're gonna learn a little bit more about the characters that we're discussing. Obviously, that's the case, but
Mhm.
I think knowing into which the circumstances and potentially like the availability of certain characters, it's very interesting in the anime how it plays out where they're doing a really great job at keeping things dim, and they're giving you a lot of context and they're giving you a lot of like mystery, which I
Mhm.
believe this show does really great. I love mystery and like detective work and all this other jazz, but in this one in particular, they're making you do the work and the labor, and I really like it. But to your points, your speculations are valid and they will be revealed to you soon.
That's exciting.
Oh, nice.
I just found out one of my other coworkers watches this show. Like she also watches anime, and I was like, I just started watching this show Chainsaw. She's like, oh my god, I watch it too. And then we just started talking about it, and I was telling her like, this is one of those shows where I want to go and just read all the manga now,
Mhm.
but I also like being surprised every week, like, and I don't want to ruin
Right.
that for myself. So like, I'm really trying to not read it
Yeah.
because I'm looking forward to watching it tomorrow morning. It gets
Yeah.
released 7 a.m. Hawaii time, and I'm looking forward to watching it.
There you go. Yeah,
So-
definitely. I agree with you. Some surprise is nice because a lot of the things we watch, at least when it comes to Marvel, I kind of know what's coming.
Mhm.
And so it's never really a shock. This is one of these shows where I'm like, holy shit. I end up grabbing my mouth and being like, this is crazy because I was not expecting majority of what happens in this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
And Jasmine, if you want to get into the show, one of the main reasons why to get into it is because the character work is so interesting and it's coming from a place of kind of low to high. Usually in the animes that we watch, the character is either neutral and rising up, or the bad guys typically from a lower status and rising to a status into which they want to dominate. But this character Denji comes from essentially nothing, and he gets placed into a situation where he does come up. So it's a very interesting rise because he's not necessarily seen as a hero character, quote unquote, but he is kind of that Shonen Jump-esque character who's always going to get better and always going to try to righteously or unrighteously do better for himself and others.
Mhm. And the art is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I only hear really good things about it, so I'm excited to check it out.
Get into it. And another anime too that we're gonna review, My Hero Academia. We've got so much. I think did we get 2 new episodes or what do you
Yeah, since the last time we talked about it, yeah, we've gotten 2 episodes out. So yeah, I think it was like 123 and 124. And it's been really, really crazy because now we get to see Shigaraki versus Midoriya.
Mhm.
And man, they are going all out. Midoriya is pissed. He's definitely out for blood when it comes to Shigaraki. And yeah, Bakugo, from the episode I saw, he basically took some shots for Midoriya. And so now, like, I think you guys are talking about it last week. It's like, oh, he does care. Well, like, yeah, now I got to see it. And I'm like, that's softy. He acts like such a hard ass, but he loves his friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy is
and,
straight Vegeta.
yeah, he is. That's a great comparison. I was thinking about that too. That's funny. But Midoriya is out for blood. Like, he really seems like he's going to kill Shigaraki if he gets the chance. And dude, it was absolutely brutal when Endeavor grabs him and does whatever it's called, like the something oblivion or whatever, that kind of fire blast attack. Ugh, it looked brutal. I'm surprised that Shigaraki was still standing, but that's anime for you. And it's taking the combined might of all the top heroes, I feel like, to take him down, which is pretty badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that kind of gets into the most recent episode that came where Makia, the huge like
Giga
monster looking
Makia.
dude, actually came through, and then we get to see Toya, who reveals himself to
as Toya, right?
Yeah, as Toya.
Yeah, Dabi
reveals himself as Toya. And this, I don't know, this episode, so much context and emotion. It was an interesting break, but also almost more riveting because we got so much different story plots. We got what is her name? Okachao?
Ochako.
Yeah,
Uraraka.
Her little storyline with Froggy, and then we got
and
Toga, and we got
they both like Denji.
Yeah, I know. It was so interesting how it all played out. No, go ahead, Thomas.
No, definitely. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, it was really cool to see her actually see where her like skills and power has grown, and that it's interesting to have her face off against somebody who they're kind of like two sides of the same coin, right? They both are kind of on the outside of their groups a little bit. They're more like they've been support characters for their groups for a long time. And then it was nice to see them and where they've grown and kind of face off against each other as like this ultimate battle. And I was a little bit bummed that Froppy had to come in and save her because I wanted to see Uraraka kind of rise to the challenge. But again, like Froppy has been like the understated MVP of Class 1A since I feel like season 2. So it was that part of it was cool because I like that character, and it's like, wow, frog powers actually would be kind of badass in a funny way. But she's been a good friend, and Uraraka just had this chance to really shine in this episode, and I just kind of wish they let it be more about her and how her true feelings for Denji really were standing out, rather than Toga telling her, well, you care about him, you like him, and her kind of realizing it, and then eventually to get saved by Froppy was like a little bit of a disappointment to me. But I like her character. I just kind of hope they circle back and talk about how she does really feel about Denji, because I feel like that storyline has really lacked since like season 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's like they hinted at it and then didn't do anything with it, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
One of my favorite parts, well, you definitely know what my favorite part is, but the build up to when Toya is talking and showing his little his like manifesto via the video, and talking about how his dad Endeavor married and tried to have like an awesome child, and then he had to like digress from his children and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, totally. I just gotta say, did that give anybody like almost Batman villain vibes?
Definitely.
Like, kind of like where the plan was already going to be executed. He already had everything ready to go, and then you kind of get the villain's backstory while they're executing the plan.
Yeah, it was, I mean, it was kind of something that you didn't expect to see, but like definitely pushed it. I mean, when they were talking about Hawks and like, oh, Hawks's dad used to be this, and Endeavor caught his dad and like he hit his blah blah blah, and then like Hawks killed Best Genius, and Hawks killed what was his name?
2 for 1.
Yeah,
No,
2 for 1.
No,
or whatever is.
I forget his name though.
And all that jazz, and you're like, oh man, there's so much context that the public is missing, but they're viewing heroes, and then the villains are trying to like shine more light on the heroes, and then the way that it kind of crescendos into the fact that heroes are still heroes is that BJ Best Genius comes in last moment and he goes, sorry for being late, and obviously Best Genius, my favorite hero, but
he's the best.
He comes in with these little tubes of thread, because he can control thread, and then he holds Makia down, and it's
I thought they were like metal, like
wiring. That's kind of what I thought too. Yeah.
And then I was like, does he just control anything that's like threaded? Like
potentially. Yeah, he might just be able to control any type of rope type situation,
which is pretty awesome.
Which
'cause
is,
they were
yeah.
just floating with him, and like
Yeah.
that's pretty OP.
That was, yeah, it would make sense why he's number 3, because you've heard he's like the number 3 hero, but you're like, how? And this one was like the first time you kind of get to see him. But were you guys thinking that I was a little confused because I was like, were they just saying that Hawks killed him so that he could work his way into the villains, or but he wasn't actually dead, or did they think he actually killed?
I think
Killed
it's the
them.
first. I think it's the first thing. He
Yeah.
probably did it in a way where the villains thought that
Yeah.
he died,
Mhm.
and then he just hid out for a bit, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just laid
Got
low.
it.
And there could have been maybe either the heroes just understood that he was off doing something, and that's why he wasn't there, or they couldn't have really thought Hawks killed him, because they would have like talked to him differently during the whole battle and stuff, right?
Right. They
So it's
wouldn't have
probably
been as
just
cool
on
with
the end of the
Hawks.
bad guys. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Interesting. Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm glad he came up at the end, because then when he was like, and he killed Genius, and I was like, did I fucking miss an episode? Because
Right. Yeah. That's
Like,
why
I got worried
got
for a
hard
bit.
too. I'm like,
They
dang.
alluded to it. They alluded to it when Best Jetus first in the, I think the first or second season, where he kind of went away after he was talking to Bakugo. He got into a battle right as he was fighting All for One, and he kind of like dissipated and disappeared. And then the assumption was that Hawks finished him off, or he got finished off in some sort of way to be able to get into the villain
prove
realm.
himself.
Yeah.
Okay, they've just played off it. Cool.
Yeah. And well, from one like very interesting on a cliff anime to another, Bleach, the latest episode just came out, and
Mhm.
it wasn't dark per se. It gave us a little bit more context, but we finally get to a point where we're like, okay, we know people are getting better, and they're showing it to us versus telling it to us. Urahara, the original Kenpachi, is essentially fighting Kenpachi, and they're reflecting on why Kenpachi is the way he is, because he fought Unohana when he was a child, and he met his match, and he wanted to continue to fight her for the rest of his life because it was the most thrilling thing. He subconsciously withheld his powers. So when he got his sword, it never really became a Zanpakuto to him, because he would just suppress everything, because he wanted to always want to get to a point of being able to fight to the highest ability. And so Unohana recognizes this immediately as Kenpachi was a child, and is like, there's a point in time where your sword is going to be pointed in the same direction, and you're either going to teach the next person to be better, and or you're going to perish. Right? That's the rule of the Kenpachi as a whole. So Unohana uses her Bankai in a form that we've never seen before. Where she spreads her hands out over her sword, and it's almost as curved as like a scimitar, and she goes Bankai, and everything just turns to blood, and it starts dripping to the ground. There's blood everywhere on the ground, or at least what looks like blood. And essentially all of her movements are super fluid. She can essentially instantaneously heal herself, because that's her whole jam. And she's essentially trying to kill Kenpachi over and over and over and over and over again, because every time Kenpachi comes close to death, he unleashes a little bit more of himself. At the same time, we're in the Soul King's arena, and we're with the individual, the captain who created Zanpakutos, and he's talking to Renji and Ichigo about what is a Zanpakuto? A Zanpakuto is essentially another entity that goes hand in hand, and they have their own kind of person in that sense. And so they drop them both into this pit, and the captain is like, if you can get out of this pit where all of these Zanpakutos are here, because Zanpakutos have feelings and all these things, and sometimes they're treated good, sometimes they're treated bad. If you can get out of here, I'll think about remaking your Zanpakutos. And as it's taking place, you're kind of getting to see how Ichigo and Renji are kind of understanding, oh, okay, well, there's deeper meaning to everything. And then as we go to Unohana and Kenpachi is able to defeat Unohana. And Unohana, in her last words, says, you were always going to be the Kenpachi. And it's amazing that you took this long, but you've at least finally got to meet the person you've been hiding from this whole time. And then you hear a voice from the darkness, and it's Kenpachi's Zanpakuto speaking out to him, and he can finally hear her for the first time. And it ends on the Zanpakuto entities jumping onto Renji and Ichigo, and Kenpachi is walking out of the lowest level of the Senete with his Zanpakuto in hand, or at least his sword in hand, alluding to the name, and then scene.
Okay, cool.
She
You
can heal
cleared a
herself, though,
line.
right?
Huh?
She can heal herself or what?
Yeah, she can heal. Well, she can heal herself, but the point was not to heal herself. The point was to get him to a place where he has superseded her, and then to release that Kenpachi, that name, that
Right.
title to him.
Is
through
she still
death.
around though?
As far as we know,
or is that
no.
something we? Okay. As
Yeah.
far as we know, okay.
Okay, you clarified a lot, because I was like, wait, what? How is she Zenpachi? And like, what was this whole story? Like, I was pretty confused about it. So I feel like you cleared a lot right there for me. Or like, okay, I get it. And yeah, so he was doing it to himself. The reason why he never knew his Zenpato's name was kind of by his own choice in a way.
It was definitely subconscious. Like, imagine you eat a potato for the first time and you're like, oh fuck, this potato is the best thing I've ever had. And so subconsciously you essentially will never cook the potato any other way, because you want to, I guess, kind of hide the availability of like taking away from that potato, that one first initial interaction with the potato. If that makes sense. That was a weird
Tricks the
analogy.
chef.
Pretty damn good potato.
Yeah. But like, what the fuck is he talking about potatoes? But it's now the original 13 court guard captains are all gone from the picture pretty much. So Yamamoto, Unohana for now are gone. And so essentially it's in the new era, right? Kenpachi is now sort of available to get at the Stern Ritters and Hiwaka. And then when Renji and Ichigo figure their shit out, and Byakuya gets healed, like it's just a whole new situation. So again, it builds, and we're gonna see a lot more of it kind of come crumbling down, and it's building again. So Bleach doing what it does best, making us feel the feels.
Yeah, man. That's good. My only question was, why did they fight in the first place? Was she just trying to train him to allow him to unlock his power?
So originally when he was young, the captains essentially were, I don't want to say tyrants, but they were just Slaughtervilles, because they had to like control the Senete. And so as she was doing that, there's, imagine like a huge body, or a huge mountain of bodies, right? And on top of that mountain of bodies, Kenpachi, when he was a kid, comes out. And Unohana's like, oh, who's this little freaking kid? And then he's able to like stab Unohana right underneath the.
That's where she showed her scar, right?
Yeah, that's where she showed her scar. The only time she's ever been touched in that way, like hit in that way. And so she instantaneously realized, oh, he's going to be the Kenpachi. He's worthy of it.
Yeah.
But
and even then, right, he was wearing like, she mentioned he was wearing like something on his ankles to hinder his power kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, so even at a young age, he was like, I need to wear things to make me less strong because I'm so badass.
Yeah. It's
crazy person.
Yeah. It was just a beautiful like idea of like his love for fighting, like, is kind of what's driving his character. I mean, it always has, but in this situation, it comes to like the highest point it possibly could. So,
and I think it came into him blacking out, right? So like every time he's about to die, he blacks out. So he's not aware of him. It's like when he's awake, he's never gonna let himself be his strongest, just because that's just not in him. But when he's about to die, it's almost like the Hulk takes over and he's like, I'm gonna survive and get stronger. And then he kept blacking out enough where he heard his Zanpakuto's name now, and he's like now reaching another level. Like he wouldn't have done it without being brought to near death over and over and over again, right?
Exactly. So, man, the animes we're watching are on fire. If you have, the 30, I guess it's like 22 minutes because, you're watching it on Hulu or whatever, but definitely get into that. But with that being said, I believe we have come to the point in time where our Christmas lights have been dimmed and the cookie from Santa has been eaten by somebody, probably a Mentipede. And do we have any final thoughts, wishes, presents for our viewers, for each other before we conclude this Christmas Hana Kwanzaa episode?
Yeah, just thanks, Jazz, for joining us. Appreciate it, man. The graphics are awesome. I can't wait to show everybody. If you have not been able to watch it live, we'll figure out a way. We're gonna put some pieces of it on the socials, and then hopefully we can get it out on YouTube. But
Yes.
thanks, Jazz, and yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everybody. You know what would really be a nice gift is that you would share this with one new person this week. That would be a truly great gift for us here at the Joystick Show.
Yeah.
Scott.
And spend time with your family and your friends. And if you don't have those, hopefully we were able to fill that void for you tonight. We're your friends. So
Yeah.
just keep tuning in and we'll keep sharing that love.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes, we always will be sending out our love to you guys. We hope that you laugh and have fun while you're here with us. And that being said, Jasmine, you have the final word, and thank you for all of your help, and thank you for being a part of our lives.
Yes. Thank you.
You mean so much to us. So
Yeah,
close it out for us, Jazz.
Yeah, you got the final words, and then say thanks for sticking it with us.
Stick it right in there.
Well, I'm really grateful to be a part of this. This was a fun reunion. It's been a long time since we've all kind of been, I know, in the same virtual room, I guess. But thank you, Scott, for reminding me that I have no friends and family.
Don't
really
show
know how to
up
make
for
people
Christmas.
feel warm. No, this was really great. I feel like I have to watch a lot of anime to catch up with you guys, but
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it because everything you guys just discussed was really awesome. So again, thank you so much, and thank you for sticking it with us.
Yes, great enunciation. We love it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yufaka.
Happy holiday.
Merry Christmas.
If you like what you hear, please like, follow, and subscribe. Just how we like chatting with our friends, please share this with yours. Feel free to join the squad and follow us on Twitch, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube at JoyStickShow, Joystick Show. Or if you feel like submitting topics or asking questions to be discussed on further episodes, you can email us at joystick.show@gmail.com. Peace out and make it a great rest of your week.
The Joystick Show.